Hey everybody, Jeff Davis here. I'd like to quickly share with you one of my all-time biggest regrets for your benefit so that my regret doesn't become yours. I was always a big baseball player. I got recruited by 7 different colleges and universities to play at the collegiate level. I also played on Team Connecticut Baseball, a prestigious summer travel AAU baseball program where the top players from across Connecticut would travel across the country and play the top players from other states in the country. In fact, George Springer, the recent MVP of the World Series, the starting outfielder for the Houston Astros, he's from Connecticut originally. He also played for Team Connecticut Baseball during the summer, so this was an incredible program, and based on my outstanding performance on my summer team is how I ended up getting recruited by so many colleges to play at the collegiate level. I ended up choosing a small school in Maryland called McDaniel to continue my baseball career because it was a dream of mine, a long, big-time dream of mine to be a star baseball player in college. So I go down to this college, a great academic school too, by the way, but I went there mainly for baseball. And I really, paid my dues. I wasn't a starter right away, but I was preparing, training, working extra hard, talking to the coach, doing everything I could to make sure that I was in the front of the coach's mind. My junior year of college, I went abroad for an entire year. I lived in Budapest, Hungary, which is where McDaniel's satellite campus is located in Budapest. And it was there that I played for a Hungarian baseball team. I ended up competing across all of Europe, playing against some of the top semi-pro and amateur and semi-professional baseball players in the world. So it was an incredible experience, and I got to really compete against some great players. So I came back to the United States for my senior year of college, after this year abroad, after all this preparation. And as you can imagine, I was extremely excited to make this dream come true. Now I'm going to cut out a lot of this because I don't want to waste your time. I want to keep it to the point. But the season gets going. We have a big tournament in Florida. And on the way home from that tournament, we were in the airport. And my friend and I, one of the starting outfielders, decided to go to a restaurant in the airport. And I drank a beer. And I drank that beer knowing it was against team rules, and it was a convoluted, stupid thing to do, but I thought for sure I would get away with it. I thought, I'm a senior in college, I'm the man, I can do whatever I want. Really immature thing to think, but I took the risk. And of course, as I'm drinking the beer, the 3 assistant coaches noticed me drinking the beer, and I didn't know that, of course, until after I ordered the beer. I didn't know they were at the restaurant. Now, up until that point, I had been building trust. I had been working hard. In fact, the head coach told me I was one of the top outfielders on the team. So I drank the beer, got caught, and then the next day when the head coach asked me, was that a beer, I lied to him. I lied to his face. I said, "Coach, it's a non-alcoholic O'Doul's beverage." Well, the assistant coaches called the airport restaurant. They outsmarted me because I found out that the restaurant doesn't even offer non-alcoholic O'Doul's beverages. I got trapped in my lie. I ended up getting suspended from the team for 1 week. I'm lucky I didn't get kicked off the team. Oh, even when I went back onto the team after the suspension, the coaches no longer trusted me. Look, the suspension lasted a week. The shattered trust lasted for the rest of the season. I didn't get any playing time. And deservedly so. It was my mistake and my lie. But the disappointment and regret that I've had in myself has literally lasted for years. Since I graduated college in 2011, I've been regretting this for years. Years of losing sleep, of beating myself up. And I know in the grand scheme of world events, this is a very, very small thing. I'm aware of that. But the reason I've been so regretful is because I am a person of integrity, and I have character, and that's not me. I'm not one to lie like that, but I lost my focus in a momentary slip of immaturity and convoluted thinking, and I threw away a 21-year dream that I had worked endlessly for. I mean, literally endlessly, for one stupid beer. I mean, come on, it's so preventable. Now, forget all that. Forget the story. Here's what I want you to remember. It takes years to build trust and seconds to shatter it. It takes years and years to build up someone's trust in you, and it can take a momentary lapse of judgment. It can take a matter of seconds, a matter of milliseconds. It can take 1/trillionth of 1 second to shatter someone's trust. I wish I would have had someone tell me that before I made this mistake, so I could have been a little more aware of my decisions. Please remember that trust takes years to build but can be shattered in a matter of moments, in a matter of seconds. So be very careful with your decisions, and remember that even the smallest of decisions matter. I don't like it when people say, forget the small stuff. I don't agree with that. I say to people, sweat the small stuff. The devil's in the details. The tiny details matter. And in fact, oftentimes your relationships will depend on you being careful and being someone with a character and integrity down to that final detail. I've learned my lesson. I'm not perfect, but I do my best to live each day with character and integrity. I'm true to my word. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made in college, and it took a long time to get over it, but I now am over it, and now I'm just doing my best to help other people not make the same mistake I did. Appreciate you tuning into this video, and please remember that relationships and trust building take years to build up and can be shattered in a matter of moments.